All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bahashim Rakal Kadash. That is the name of the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, and blessings, salutations to the elect brethren. I want to get into how in this society it's set up to keep the minds of the people as a child, okay? And not in the aspect of the childlike that goes into the scriptures, that innocence, okay? And to be green, another word in society is a phrase, is to be green, right? Which the men of the Lord are likened to. And those that have been washed with the water of the word and have now shed off the old man, they're likened into babes, right? Because of the innocence, and purity, but in an aspect of folly and foolishness, and to be simple, okay? And ultimately translates into being wicked, is what's pushed out here in society, okay, in the world, to just be fucking, to be consumed with folly, okay, playtime and all that shit, all right, because it's in the mind and the spirit of a child. Like, for example, when you look at a fucking puppy dog, all they want to do is play around constantly, trying to get you and entice you to play with it. All right. Same as the spirit of a child wants to constantly preoccupy itself with these really, not unstimulating activities, okay, which is likened into what you people have, your recreation and amusement that you're consumed with, constantly wanting to have fun. All right, that's the spirit of a fucking child. And as becoming a man, because you have to become a man primarily before coming into this truth. All right, before coming a soldier for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you have to become a man in society first, okay? And the main part of that is buckling down in this word, man, and in discipline, and not being so preoccupied and running to the recreation, okay, and really it entails, like the scriptures tell you right here, putting off those childish ways, okay, any of the things that that you once used as amusement, recreation, to put that off, or to at least have a full transformation with it, and then having an understanding. For example, like, say if it's fucking say video games or some shit, you have a transformation, and then that you have an epiphany that that it is just that, amusement, a distraction, recreation, and you use it as such. It's just something you do very seldom now, just with understanding, right? And that goes with all of it. But when you look at the society, it's set up for just constant amusement. All right. You have these phones to where everywhere you go, you have, think about all the games that are on these apps, okay? and a lot of them are like kids games, children's games, but you have grown adults. They're playing them, on the subway, on the bus, in the break room. You know what I'm saying? Um, Whatever it may be. But one of the other things that I notice, you have grown fucking adults. Not to mention, women. It's understandable. They're fickle and fucking and children themselves. Very immature in this society. But you got grown fucking men who are like Disney and different of these children's type centered marketed fucking products that they're pretty much the demographic is children for these different marketed products, whether it be an amusement park, a fucking a product line, right? What do they call it? Apparel line, fucking these different movie productions that are geared for children that these fucking grown adults are fully you know what I'm saying, sold out to. All right. Marvel fanboy or whatever they call him, DC fanboy, right? Disney fanboy. To where you have these grown-ass men who are all into Disney. All right, you have a whole culture of that, in not only in America but across the world, into all the movies and shit. Right, going to the amusement park. Got the annual pass and shit every year. I know because I have a fucking a grown man in his 50s with all Disneyed out. Just to give you an example, a real life fucking example. All right, and then got his kids into it, all obsessed with the shit. And then it goes deep, because then you have that shit, Disney, right? You got the Disney app, and you're just constantly watching all these movies, these childlike movies, and it puts a spirit on you, right? And that goes into all kind of shit inside. That's just one small example, but that's how this shit is set up by Esau, the child himself, okay? The unwise fucking ruler, by the hands of this man, all right? And the scriptures told us to put that shit off, to gird your loins as a man. Because when we came into this thing, it's likened unto the army of Yahweh Shem Yahushai being enlisted to the military conscription. Is that what it is? Let me get that right. All right. And at this point, back in the day, it was, the foot troops and shit like that. You had the different branches of military in the Israel army. But in this case, in the end times, it's all fucking special forces, man. The spec ops of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The elite class of soldiers. The elect, all right? Assassins of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. So this is a state-mandated enlistment of people in the national service, mainly a military service, which is what was required as an Israelite man. It was mandated that you be enlisted into the army of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Army of the Lord, man. The Israelite army. Okay? There's no fucking funny games, no playtime when you're training to take lives and to potentially have your life be taken, to prepare not potentially, to prepare that you're not gonna come home, right? But this whole society is geared around that silly, soft cupcake shit. Like the brothers and apostles always use these different visuals, Slovakia, this vivid terminology to break down the society. This cotton candy, Mickey Mouse, you know what I'm saying? Um, Goddamn ballet society. All right, cotton soft that turns the men into just complete tweaks, man. Bunch of pussies. But the Most High, he's gonna rock this place. And these men, he set it up perfectly because these men are gonna be like women out here. All right, and it's further condemnation for this place, man. All right, when you look at how men progressively have gotten weaker and weaker as time has gone on. There's even case studies of that. Loss of testosterone as the years have gone on. Because with technology, there's so many fucking factors of how the testosterone is being depleted out of the modern men because of all the pollutants and all kind of fucking shit, man. But the Most High set this up. Everything's on the decline for things that were beneficial to mankind. Everything's on the decline, and then all the things that are detrimental to mankind are on the all-time rise. Because the Most High he's just jacking this place up, because he's about to fucking destroy it. Don't you people see that? These are signs that the Most High is fucking these cracks in the foundation are only gonna culminate. It's only gonna escalate, and pretty much it's going to you know what I'm saying? Further heightened. To what though? Forever? Until this place is fucking destroyed. So let's get into these scriptures real quick, because in no way is a grown fucking man. And even, and there's even an interpretation. There's no private interpretation to what a man is, man. You're a man young. Fucking 11, 12 years old, you're a man. Straight up. 12 years old, you're a man. Okay? There's no private interpretation for that. And it's strict. So early you're supposed to start putting off all that shit. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Okay? So, we are supposed to now coming into manhood. And we didn't have the privilege of having this knowledge at the age of 12. Okay? But now, coming in whatever age we are, it's like we're starting fresh. That's why it says it's like you're a newborn babe. Like you're being born again. You see? But that's just in the cases of the one that have the Most High has opened their mind up to them, and they have now started their walk with the Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? So you put it off. You put away those childish things, man. You take them, put them in a box, and you take them out to the dumpster. or you take them to the fucking pawn shop, whatever. Or you put them on put them in a rummage sale. Take them to an industrial baler and crush that shit, whatever it may be, right? Those childish things. Goddamn teddy bear. There's grown niggas with toys and teddy bears that they fuck with. Like, for example, like the nigga on 40-Year-Old Virgin. You see what I'm saying? But that's what this society condones. You to just be a big goddamn kid. Alright? It says, you got that Comic-Con shit and all that. Okay? And then with this stuff like society, how everybody's so sensitive of how people are spoken to and addressed, when it's crucial to have aggression. There's different characteristics associated with masculinity, with manhood, man, that are just completely banned in this society and canceled under the guise of fucking toxic masculinity. You see? So to further pussify the men in society. Alright? It's fucking madness. This is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. So children is not only referring to the children in the household, in the family, okay? You have the man, woman, and child. The family unit, okay? The child that is a prophecy for the children being the oppressors. The children actually oppressing the parents, the adults in the society. Okay, and indeed we see that in current time, because these people who have children, they worship their children. Okay, pretty much their children call the fucking shots. The life is now their lives of the parents, and now, which now translates to the society, because now all these different parents, now their children are dictating their fucking lives. Their lives are contingent upon the opinion of the fucking child now. So if the households run like that, and it's like that across the board, then how, or for the most part, for majority, then how's the society going to be? And that's what you have, okay? Children being their oppressors, but then this is twofold for Esau, Edom. Esau, Edom is the name, the true family line name, the true lineage, okay? True identity of lineage of the nation of Edom, that nationality of people, which is the modern day Caucasians, okay? Esau, Edom. Esau is the man, singular, the progenitor of the so-called white man. The devil the Bible speaks of, the wicked, if you know anything about the scriptures, okay? And Edom being the nation, the name of the nation, plural, the people of Esau, the progeny of Esau, the offspring, okay? They are those children, because we're going to get it right now. You see, Israel's the firstborn, even though they were like the last to come on the scene, what you would think, like when Jacob got changed to Israel. But they were the firstborn because of the Alahayim, man. Okay? It says, but let's finish this before we get it. It says, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of the way of thy paths. Okay. Why is that? Because in regards to not putting childish shit off and retaining those foolish ways, right? You're fucking destroyed. Absolutely. There's no way to even fucking to quantify how fucked off, and well, let's say this. There's no way to even quantify how many different ways that um, that destroys you by not putting on childish things, right? It leaves you vulnerable. See, it leaves you vulnerable and susceptible to primarily to the wiles of Satan, because you're not on your guard. You're in folly. When you're in folly, you're fucking defenseless. All right, mentally, spiritually, and physically, but primarily to the principalities. All right, that are let in to just reign and rule over your whole fucking temple. Okay. But the implications are endless to that, to not putting off the fucking childish ways as a grown fucking man in a society. Okay. And that's why, look at the Israelite man. Mostly, look at the Israelite man. You know, starting with Judah, which is the worst, the top tribe. It's just the biggest indication of our nation is through the condition of the top tribe. Look at the black man, man. He doesn't put off childish shit. He's a big fucking baby. They say, what, the baby boy and all that? You know? So we're indeed absolutely destroyed by not putting off childish ways, man. Because of who? Because our oppressor is a child, man. All right. He's very not forward thinking. All right. He's really he's very backward thinking, man. This guy is. The guy that told you it's all about being progressive, right? Which I bring this up all the time. Talk about being progressive. But there's nothing progressive about that lifestyle and this whole agenda that he's pushing. There's nothing. There's no progression that's going to come out of that. But what you have is population decrease and all kind of other despair and fuckery, for lack of a better term, that's caused in society. Be here all goddamn night going into that. But this man is a fucking child. Look at his weapons of mass destruction that he created. That he said he didn't know if he was going to destroy the whole world when he was creating these things. His nuclear energy, just a small example. There's so fucking many. But just a small example, like his nuclear energy. What he did over there, that disaster in Chernobyl, that shit could have destroyed that entire fucking landmass. All of Europe, all of an entire fucking double continent of Eurasia. Okay. Destroyed. Because it almost, if he didn't react as they did, they had some pretty fucking spectacular disaster relief to bounce back and fucking, prevent pretty much worldwide global disaster. To make that whole shit, Eurasia, uninhabitable for fucking 50,000 years, pretty much forever. Because once you stop the last man on earth, you stop procreating. That's it. It's not going to take no 50,000 years if the food and water and air supply is completely uninhabitable and unusable and completely destroyed because of this man's contamination. For humankind to die out, you see. So this man is a fucking mad scientist. He's a child. He doesn't know what he's doing. What he's done with technology, the detriment that it's had on the human body just in the last 100 years. This man is a fucking child, man. Alright. It's being revealed by the day how much this technology, everything he's done, all of the technology, even from the lamp in your fucking on your nightstand, the power strips on in your pad, not alone the Wi-Fi and all that, the fucking this goddamn mobile device, these smartphones. My God, these are just fucking super surges of pollutants, of you know what I'm saying, radioactive pollutants, radiant pollutants, man, straight up. But what his technology has had in the form of the detriment to the human body. You see, this is in Job 31, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. See, so Esau, Edom, so-called white man, he's a child. He is the children, meaning he is younger than the Israelites. Okay, he is a child. That's in reference to Esau, Edom, right there. This is in Sirach 10 and 1. A wise people will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge, here's the point, and as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. Man, that is so plain. All right. So the man that is ruling a city, who's ruling a nation, okay, and now it works like this. So the man who's ruling the world, we can say that because we know that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, which translates into the hand of the wicked, translates into Esau, Edom, that line. The modern day Caucasians, okay, so-called white people, so-called white man. All right, and don't get goofy. It's not every single last person that you perceive as being white, because you have people who are not who they seem. Don't get silly, okay? But those people, right? They are ruling the world. And when you go deep, America has a hand in ruling the world. I believe there's something called the Wolfowitz Doctrine that goes into how America has set themselves up as the police over the world, to pretty much to say we're the most righteous, pure nation on the planet. We have the best intentions, and so we shall be the police of all nations. We shall be the ones that come in and do checks and balances on you when you're doing something that we deem that's you know, that's getting out of hand. All right. So this is played right here. As this man is, so are the people gonna be. So this man's a fucking child, right? He's reckless. He's like I said, for one morsel of meat, he gave up his birthright. He's very hasty. He has no fucking patience. He's like a child. Look at the progenitor of these people. Okay, look at how he operated. Completely like a child. So as he is, so are the people, and that's the people of the whole world. Okay, look at all these fucking, like for example, all these men and women that are getting tattoos head to toe. That's very childish and immature. All right, and not even thinking about the consequences of that. This is in Proverbs 22:15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. We went several times into the precept that is a banner, that is a fucking, it's like Bible here in society. Is that folly is set in great dignity, and that is indeed how it is. Anything that's highly esteemed in this society, on social media, in entertainment, okay, in recreation, amusement, it's all folly. It's all foolishness, man. Centered around that, which we know is it's like when you look up childish and child things. When you look that up in the blue letter, it goes into being simple, to being simple-minded, to being foolish, straight up. Okay, it's synonymous. And that's what this whole fucking world is about. Okay? So it's linking up directly foolishness with being a child. It says, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Okay. All right. Hey, that should have been the haymaker. All right, the finale. Because that's ultimately how the Most High is going to drive out the folly from this fucking society, from this world, from this place, man, and from the minds of the people, by destroying you. He's gonna fucking lash you with the rod until you're done, but with death by pain. Okay, this is in Ephesians 4:14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men, and cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. That's the spirit, because I was making an attempt previously in the video to show how the ways, the childlike ways that Esau is ruling with, right? It talks about children of their oppressors will rule over them. They that lead thee cause thee to err. How that childish way that he's been out here being, and the people being out here, what kind of implications, how many different fucking facets of ways that can destroy you. One of the things I mentioned was because you're defenseless, spiritually, mentally, physically. Okay. But this is one of the main reasons why, because you have no foundation. Okay. To be foolish and fucking simple-minded as a child. Okay, you can be easily tossed to and fro. one of the things that's associated with childhood is naivety and and being persuaded easily and easily dissuaded. What was that other one? Being impressionable. Okay. And you can't be that in this truth. And as a man, you have to be fucking rock solid, immovable. Okay, steadfast. All right. So that's the detriment, and that's why you have this place the way it is, fully in the way of Satan, and just all in these weird, bugged out things. All kind of weird, bugged out shit going on, man. You know, the shit that people are into, the forms of the things that they derive fun from. Okay, and finishing it off is in Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Okay, so this fool, and the way things are set up, this shit is going to be put out very soon. Okay, the Most High is going to put it out of the world, and he's going to do that through destruction. Okay, a grand hoorah. A grand fucking hoorah from the Most High when he utterly, completely destroys this place, man. All right, like it said, by the rod will he drive it away from man. This folly, this fucking foolish spirit that's just that's running the world right now. Okay, this fun and games, child, a horseplay spirit. All right, that's gonna be fucking stamped out in a violent way. All right, but that triumphing is short. All right, it's not going to be for long, and we are smack dab in the times when this is in the process of being taken out of the world, man. When all fucking hell breaks loose, it's not going to be all the jokes and jesting is not going to be in the forefront, man. Okay, it's gonna immediately, like a snap of a fucking finger, it's gonna leave this place, man. Okay, and look, and that's their joy and shit too. That's why they drive. It's really false joy. That temporal, you know what I'm saying? Artificial, counterfeit joy that this society provides, and usually that goes all into that is drugs and alcohol and all kind of other substances of pharmakeia, witchcraft. Okay, so that shit is but for a moment. It's just gonna be a flash, because like brothers be saying, what is any moment of time? Even if we had another 1,000,000 years here, that's fucking, man. Think about how many times we'd be reincarnated back, have to come back, if we were here for another 7 figures. Okay, but even if, what is that in comparison to eternity? Okay, it's literally nothing when you do that equation. Any amount of time to eternity, any number it's nothing, because it's infinite to infinity. Okay, eternity is infinite. All right, but we know, based on the timeline, that we're right at the fucking end, man. Years, maybe even months we have, so this thing is fucking over. All right, and the current events, the dismal times that we're in is a guaranteed, it's a guaranteed indication of the times, man. All right. So with that, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh.